50% of all car seats are installed or used incorrectly every single day. That can be the difference between life and death, because motor vehicle injuries are the leading cause of death for children in the United States. I'm Dr. Darria. I'm an emergency room doctor and I'm a mom. And we are talking about this. It is so important because the few minutes it takes for you to watch this video and make some slight adjustments to your car seats can make a drastic improvement in your child's chances of walking away unharmed from a car accident. So let's start with some of the most common misconceptions and errors we see in car seat choices. Number one is car seat choice in transition, and that is because I see too many parents transfer from one car seat in transition too soon. So I have your array of car seats. You all may have different brands or different varieties, but these are kind of the standard classes of car seats. So we have here the infant carrier. This one's always rear facing. You'll see it in the car. This is the one that I used for my baby. Brought my baby home from the hospital in, so always very special. But this is the one they stay in from when they're an infant to about 6 months of age. From there, they graduate to this to be a rear facing seat. And this seat can be rear facing or forward facing, but the number one mistakes I see with these kinds of seats is transitioning from rear facing to forward facing too soon. Now, most of the chairs will say you can switch from rear to forward when they're 2 years of age or they're reaching the height weight maximum. What I want to tell you is leave them rear facing as long as you can, literally until they are close to that height weight maximum. Why is that? You'll say, my child hates rear facing. Yes, they want to be forward facing, but they are so much safer rear facing. In fact, especially for children under the age of 2, rear facing cuts their risk of serious injury and death by 75%. It also cuts their risk of spinal cord injury. In fact, in Sweden, they say to leave them rear facing until the age of 4. My child would kill me, your child may too. I'm not saying you have to leave them until the age of 4. It is just the longer you keep them rear facing, the safer it will be. My daughter's well over 2 years old and she stayed rear facing. In a quick survey I did of other doctor moms who see similar injuries like I do, they have done the same. So keep them rear facing until they reach that maximum height weight limit of your seat. You can find that information on your instruction manual or online for your seat if you've lost that instruction manual, as many of us have. Then you switch to phase 3, which is forward facing. Same chair, but now it's forward facing. And they'll stay here until they're around the age of 5. But again, look at your chair instruction manual for the maximum height weight, and then you switch them from this. From that point, you switch them to the booster. Now they will stay in this booster until they're around 4'9" in height, usually around 8 to 12 years old, and the seatbelt fits them appropriately without anything else. Remember, those are your 3 chairs, 4 stages from them, and then once they graduate from here, it's seatbelts, seatbelts, seatbelts for everyone in the car every single time. Rule number 2 is making sure that the car seat is installed correctly. Start with the recline. For this seat, that means checking to make sure that the white line is parallel to the ground. Other seats may have a level or an air bubble to help you adjust that recline too. Secondly, many parents don't realize that over time, any car seat can become loose and move side to side by as much as 2 inches. Combat that by tightening frequently. Push down at the base of the seat and pull up at the tethers that attach your car seat to the car. Rule number 3, after you've had your car seat installed, have it checked by a child passenger safety technician, especially if this is for your first baby or your first car seat to put in place. You can find your local one at cert.safekids.org. If you can't remember that link or can't find it, put a comment below in the comment section and I will paste a link there for you. Rule number 4 is to make sure that your child is in the seat correctly. That includes making sure that it is tight enough. Tighten the strap until you could only fit 1 to 2 fingers underneath at the height of the shoulder. Making sure that this clip is at the height of the armpits, because this clip could be what keeps your child from sliding out, and making sure that your child's not wearing bulky clothing like a puff jacket or something that could impact the fit. Rule number 5, as your child gets older, make sure you stay as vigilant about car seat safety as the day you were when you brought him home from the hospital. I'm Dr. Darria. Keep your family safe, happy, and out of the ER.